Welcome to the WBC Arena, and what an atmosphere we have here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans...
Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the... He is the Grand Campeon. Julio, say so.
This bout is...
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing... And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. That counter shot lands. They exchange punches. Just missed with that hook. Good counter punching. Perfect counter lands. Straight right just misses. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
He threw a punch and just got countered. And he just missed with that left jab. They got out of the way of that right hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter punch. Wasn't ready for that counter punch. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Jab doesn't quite connect. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Despite what the... Hold that thought! Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Good round. You feel good? Good, man.
Here we go for round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Johnny, you would know this better than me, but I would hate fighting someone with this swarmer style. They don't let you breathe. They don't let you get off the ropes. You can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with them.
You are fighting the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have you.
Beautiful counter shot. They both want the knockout. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. There's a counter shot. It's obvious which one of these fighters has to get on the inside.
You've got to fight dirty, Todd. You've got to get in close. You've got to fight on the blind side of the referee. You've got to find a way in.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the... Did you see that? Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. How are they still standing?
Ring Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Punch, counter punch. Got out of the way that right hook. Nice counter shot. These two were made for each other. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This fight has a real good flow to it. Perfect counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges can...
On to the third. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Dios mío! Is Julio Cesar Chavez going to go down? It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That punch landed. Oh, and the grand champion might go down. Oh, and Chavez goes down. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
I've got to see that again.
Got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to power you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing the round.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could...
Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
Where did that...
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow, get to the end of the round.
Nice counter. Hook misses. scores with the counter. Julio Cesar Chavez just got rocked. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. A lot of work needs to be done in this corner. 2 knockdowns in the last round.
Unbelievable hard knockdown twice.
Back at it in round 4. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs just feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Jab slightly off target. Well done with that counter shot. Do you believe this? Here we go with these 2 lightning-quick lightweights.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Nice counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. Beautiful counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. Back and forth they go. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The straight right just misses. Catch and shoot. Holding nothing back here in the round. Very close. Did you see that? Robinson hit hard and he may be ready to go. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these 2 fighters did in the gym.
This is when you talk about championship material.
We've let him back into this.
Time for the 5th round. Not sure these 2 fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these 2 boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think of, you've just got to be smart.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Julio Cesar Chavez in some serious trouble. Julio Cesar Chavez goes down. Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
That's lights out right there.
referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
That hook doesn't score. Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's time for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
So much for being a good sport here. They're going to taunt. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Nice counter punch. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Told out Chavez in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it, as they were dropped twice in the last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Okay, I'm happy I like that round. Good work. You were thinking. You were smart.
Here we go in the 6th round. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back on something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face. Did you see that? Whoa, ay caramba! Julio Cesar Chavez in trouble! Disaster averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
They exchange punches. The stamina is off the charts. Beautiful counter shot. Good counter punch. Nice counter shot. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
How about that time counter shot? In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counter punch.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Think of holding on here for a minute. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
A shot from the god.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there.
Welcome to the WBC Arena, and what a night and what a fight we expect this to be. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Time for our tail of the tape. Jesse Bam Rodriguez. What a force he is at 115 pounds. He stands at 164 centimeters with a reach of 170. And he'll be facing Sonny Edwards. He's 160 centimeters tall with a reach of 152 centimeters.
I'll always go for reach. Every time over anything. If you've got reach, touch with speed, nobody's going to touch you. But someone that can get in close, that has the power to get up close and personal and break those ribs, get those shots into the body, you've got to look out for that.
Approaching the ring, we've got Jesse Bam Rodriguez. They call him Bam, and for good reason. When you see how hard he hits at just 115 pounds, this man is a killer and has already beaten some absolute legends. Showtime, Sonny Edwards, fighting out of London, England, has already covered head to toe in gold. One of the best in the world today.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from San Antonio, Texas, introducing the 2-division champion of the world, Jesse Bam Rodriguez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from London, England, here is a flyweight champion of the world, Showtime, Sonny Edwards.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
I love this arena. I dream of places like this. I dream of fights like this. I dream of atmospheres like this. But it could only happen here.
So here we go. Should be a good one. No defense for that hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. No rest for the weary. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That punch caused some damage. There's a counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you.
Whoa, Johnny! Sonny Edwards took that really bad. It appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. Hold that thought! Sonny Edwards is certainly in some real trouble here. No, we don't see a knock. Hold that thought! Bam is hurt. It somehow weathered the storm.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway. Did you see that? Some big trouble here for Showtime, Sonny Edwards. Ooh, that really hurt Sonny Edwards. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Good counter punching. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Left hook just missed. Every time he throws a... Ooh, Bam is rocked. his ear.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
Let's go out there. Let's reset. Forget about that round.
Great work. Stay focused. Don't let back in.
And there's the bell for round 2. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he scores with the counter. Swing and a miss with that hook. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter shot. When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut will probably come in handy.
You find a swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try.
What a punch! And that sends Showtime to the floor. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I need to see that again.
They're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Gotta look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
It's that but ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
The straight right just misses. That right jab just misses. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Sonny Edwards rocked with that one. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Edwards in that last round. Well, this is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down twice. The corner might be thinking about stopping it here.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. Feel good? Good man.
Get back behind your jab basics. Just get your rhythm back.
Dots, keep smart. Good work. You was thinking. You were smart.
Yeah, you gotta go out there and
Let's get it started in round 3. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Good counter punch. They exchanged punches. Those counter punches have to hurt. The straight right just misses. Good looking hook, but it was blocked. Punch, counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. Beautiful counter shot. That counter shot lands. Nice counter shot. Catch and shoot. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Just misses right uppercut. Nice counter. That jab doesn't score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Well done with that counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They're both trying for a knockout. Nice counter punch right up the middle. How about that time counter shot? The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? This is a high-octane battle. Trying to land that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Get your mind
Wow,
back on
it's
the
like
job.
two different leagues.
Come on, you'd let him back into the fight.
Good work. That's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back. Good work.
Come on, switch on, get your boxing back together.
And there's the bell to start round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
A perfect counter shot. And Sonny Edwards got Bambi leg. Hold it right there. Ooh, that really hurt Sonny Edwards. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Nice counter punch. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down for them doing their job. But get through the round, regroup, like freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Good counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. You don't want to trade shots. Perfect counter lands. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Some big trouble here for Showtime, Sonny. And that body shot folded him like an old T-shirt.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Edwards in that last round. Is there any way back into this fight after the beating he has taken so far?
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
You're better than me.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. Just the same again.
You jab basics, get your rhythm back, then we go again.
Gaps will appear and he'll start tiring out. So just keep him on the end of his...
Come on, get focused, get your mind on the job, get back out there and win the round. You've been coasting this fight.
There's the bell to start round 5. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter. It's like a lamb to this.
Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
I need to see that again.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the WBC Arena. They've been talking the talk. It's now time to walk the walk. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny. The Brown Bomber Joe Louis. One of the most historically important fighters. Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, an iconic longtime world champion who defended his title for a record of 12 years, introducing a heavyweight...
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
All right, people are arguing about this in the street.
These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. He misses with that straight left. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Good punch. There's a counter shot. The counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and... Hold that thought! Oh, Joe Louis just got caught. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nice counter. Misses with the straight left. Perfect counter shot. Nice defense on that hook. A perfect counter lands. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Catch and shoot. Miss with that jab. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook won't score. Nice defense with that jab. Nice job blocking the hook. The scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
I've been in fights like that. When you think, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
That's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get...
On to the second round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? punch. And he fails to score with that left hook. Here's a scoring blow. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled! How about that time counter shot? Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
That counter shot lands. Joe Louis in trouble. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Usyk might go down here. What an upset. Looks like trouble was averted.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Slow horn a second, Johnny. Usyk. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Defense is...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! The big Ukrainian in big trouble. Usyk couldn't take anymore, and down he goes. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with it.
Good round, I like that.
On to the third. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Uppercut does not score. He threw a punch and just got countered. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Punch himself out, though. That jab doesn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter. A fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst. Boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed.
Oh, my goodness, Johnny! The Brown Bomber in some trouble! Right back into the fray.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Huge counterpunch. That uppercut just missed. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, and Joe Louis is hurt. He is hurt. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady it.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right. Slip.
And there's the bell to start round 4. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And then,
whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. We've never seen Alexander Usyk hurt like this before. How did they survive that?
step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that at the beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
Oh, Joe Louis just got caught. They've avoided catastrophe there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
These two fighters are made for one another. The big Ukrainian in big trouble. Caught him with that body shot, and it throws him in his tracks. Look at this again.
I've got to see that again.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Halfway through the round and they're struggling a little bit.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Nice counter shot. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
That's lights out right there.
Oh, wait a minute. The Brown Bomber in some trouble. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What to tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Good counter punching. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I guess he's coming out for another round. And there's the bell for round 5. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
And that is that. It is a knockout. What a win. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a...
Are you okay?
happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot.